welcome in to LadybirD Loves, and it's another tag video. And I've been tagged by Bella Uncinetto, who asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah! Now I've done something a little bit unconventional, or unconventional for me, because usually if I get tagged in a video, I don't watch any tag videos whatsoever. If I get tagged, then I'm doing it all like fresh answers. But I kind of sort of accidentally ended up watching her entire tag video. Oops on me. But I have linked down below who I am tagging, which will be Killian at Viney Maple, Laurie at Laurie's Stories and Crochet, and Adam Cleveley. They're linked down below, and the hashtag is in the title so that Miss Christina at Bella Uncinetto can add it to a playlist. And I've also put the questions down below as well, so you can give it a go if you wish to. So let's get on with the questions that I am dreading. So out of the 8 questions, number 1 is, what is your crafty origin story? Now, in this sense, I'm so glad that I watched the tag video first, because otherwise I'd be like, what? So crafty wise, I've never ever regarded myself as crafty, or maybe I am, but not in a good crafty way. I'm pretty bad at most things. If there's Jack of all trades, I'm a Jane of no trades, really. I try to do lots and lots of things, but I'm no good at any of them. I just do them. But if we're going with gardening, I would say that my inspiration came from my grandparents. My grandfather was a gardener in his later years when I knew him, for lots of people around the town. You know, he'd go to their gardens and he'd mow and he'd weed and he'd plant, etc. So he did the outside and my grandmother did the inside. Hello, my love. And we have a bean. My grandmother, I don't know how she did it, and I don't know how I do it a lot of the time, but if there's a dead plant, we can kind of touch it and it will come back to life. When everyone else has given up, we can bring it back to life. She was great with the house plants. My grandfather was great with outdoors. Although our garden was, well, it wasn't a garden. I don't know why he never did our garden, because he lived with us, but never got done. It was, yeah, it wasn't a nice thing. So that's with regard to plants and gardening. And then with regard to crochet, I used to love doing cat's cradle with my Oma, my grandmother, and the amount of times that we used to break off some wool that she had in a bag under the stairs, to make a big loop to do cat's cradle. And I think one day she was just like, look, I don't want to do cat's cradle, but let's do something a little bit better. And it was in school holidays, and she showed me how to knit. she wished she hadn't shown me how to knit, but she showed me how to knit. My tension was extortionately tight, like really bad. Like, it was really difficult to get the needles into the stitches, and when I did, the squeaking, oh my gosh, it was so bad. And I think that's probably why she was like, okay, well, let's put knitting aside and let's try crochet instead. I think I was slightly better at crochet. Hello. But maybe not brilliantly, but I think she had a little bit more patience with me with crochet, because I think my tension was a little bit better. Not by much, but a little bit better. So that's where the crocheting started. And it was shortly after that that my mother decided that she wanted to make my sister and I a throw blanket for our beds. So single bed size throw blanket, like she'd use maybe 2 skeins of wool of one thing and go on to the next different colour, different skein. But if I remember, it was very much green, solid colours, green and pink and yellow and blue, and I don't have it anymore. It never moved with me, but that kind of spurred me on a little bit later on to actually do something with the crochet and make my own blanket. So that's that one. Number 2, I really hope that actually answered something. Number 2, what is your craft of choice and what does it say about your personality? I don't think gardening can be classed as a craft, but I would say that gardening is my first and foremost, because I like to nurture and look after and heal and grow. If we're going with the crochet thing, I want to wrap people in warmth and in love. And that's about it for personality, I think. Personality? Me? Don't know, not really. Maybe. I don't know. I don't judge my own personality. I'd rather not. Number 3, what is your favourite fibre and how does that influence the things you make? I don't think it influences what I make. I don't think. My favourite fibre is probably either alpaca or bamboo. Bamboo has got a really nice sheen to it, so the magpie in me goes ooh, ooh, and it's eco. Alpaca or llama are very soft and that I've found not overly scratchy either, and it's just so soft, and of course eco again. So there's that. Now, do they depict what I make? No. I will use anything to make anything, really. I don't let fibre restrict me, and I don't conform to the norm with anything, as some of you will know. So if I've got something and the colour is right, then I'll go, oh, I'm gonna make blah 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 blah, and I do eventually. So yeah. Number 4, if money was no object, would your fibre choice be different? Oh, my fibre choice isn't different. It's exactly the same. I didn't say that I get to do it very often. I mean, it's exceptionally rare that I get to use bamboo. It's even rarer that I get to use alpaca or llama. In fact, I think I've only used it twice. But I guess, yeah, of course, if I had the ways and the means, I would be using them practically for everything. Everything. Bamboo because of its properties. Llama alpaca because of its drape and its feel. So yeah, in a sense, yes, it would change things, but it wouldn't change my preference. So there you go. Number 5, what is your favourite yarn weight or size of other crafty material? Oh no, okay. What's your favourite yarn weight or size of other crafty material, and how does that influence the things you make? So my favourite weight is Aran or worsted, depending on where you come from in the world. But I mainly use DK because it's more readily available. It's a lot easier to get hold of. It's rare that I can use Aran, but I find I need the satisfaction of finishing things. I need that satisfaction, hence why I don't have 20 million whips on the go. I need to have something, start it and see an end in sight. Whereas fairly recently I did something with a lace weight that I'd previously done it in an Aran weight in a day. The lace weight took me 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, and it was like, oh my gosh, it never ends. Now, don't get me wrong, I love lace weight and sport weight for drape in the right fibre, and in shawls it's wonderful, but I don't really overly like using it, but I will if needs be. If the pattern calls for it, then I shall use it. But my number one choice, if having one, would be the Aran weight, first and foremost. So Aran or worsted weight goes between DK and bulky, if anybody is curious. There you go. Number 6, what would be the item you would most want to make someday? So I've done my bucket list on here previously, and I'm still needing to make my way through it. I've started a shawl that's on my bucket list. I'm very much, I really want to make that, then I will. It's not a case of, I really want to make that, and then you don't touch it for 10 years. I do have a list of this is next, this is next, this is next. Every now and again, a little something creeps in between, but for the majority of the makes that I want to do, they're on a list and I make my way through the list. And I don't go really looking for something else. If something comes up as a trend, I try and stay away from it. I don't want to do everything that everybody else is doing. I like to do different things. I like to do something that's not the norm and that everybody's seen 20 million times before. So yeah, I've got my list and I stick to it, really. Come back. So my bucket list is still in the making. Who is your favourite designer? This is number 7. Who is your favourite designer, and what does that say about the things you like to craft? Quite honestly, I don't have an overall favourite designer. If I see something, I like it. I know who my least favourite designers are, but my favourite designer, I suppose the one designer that I have the most patterns that I want to do from is Red Teapot Outlier, Revelry and Etsy based, because of texture. Those that know me know that I love texture. Give me texture. I need the texture. I like making things that they're not all the same stitch over and over and over again. And red seems to very much change the stitches up, change the texture up, change the design up constantly to make something that is very unique and in my eyes very funky and wanna-doable. So even though I haven't specifically got one, I'm gonna say Red Teapot Outlier purely because I've got more of their patterns on my I need, I want list than anybody else. Finally, number 8, how does your personality affect or show up in your crafting? I kind of have said that when we went up with question number 2, really. You know, the gardening side is the nurture, the bringing life. With crochet, I like to have my makes wrap around people. Another reason why I mainly make shawls, really. I do the hat donations, and on the rare occasion I will do a scarf, but you know, shawls is my go-to. Doesn't mean I won't make anything else, but I just want to cuddle and give love and give warmth where I can, and if I can't do it in person, I would hope that something that I have made can. So that is, I know she's around there somewhere. I know she's laying down and I can't quite see her, otherwise I would show you the bean. But they are my answers, I think, I hope. Like I said, they are down below, down there. And I will have my Etsy shop with my stitch markers also down below if you want to go and have a nosy. But if you do the tag, please make sure you put the hashtag in the title and you give credit back to Miss Bella Unginetto, Miss Christina, because she is the one that started the tag, and goodness knows where this is going to go. We'll soon find out, I guess. So, what are your answers? Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.